Hello, 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 loves. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for taking the time out to come and hang out with me for a few minutes to talk about something that is super major, especially in ethnic communities, people of color. This is a heavy subject. But before we get started, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ayanna Denise. And I own Ayanna Denise Skin, and I am currently based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I love coming on here and discussing some major issues that don't really get discussed. There are some, certain points that do come up, but there never is a solution there. There's always like a sort of a quick fix or something like that, or lots of guesses. However, hyperpigmentation is something that I have dealt with my clients, and I have been able to reverse hyperpigmentation that starts from a while back before a customer even comes to me and asks me about this problem. But that's what we're going to discuss today, the truth about hyperpigmentation. And for those of you who do not know who I am and what I do, I am a master holistic skin care therapist and trainer, also holistic skin therapist and trainer. I go by that as well. What I do is provide skin education for consumers like yourself, and also training skin professionals like yourself in the art of great skin. And unless you train with me, you really don't probably understand what this means. However, the way that I look at skin is completely different than what people have been studying about skin or how they look at it. I look at it as a skin organ, part of the human anatomy, and I look at it as, hey, this organ has a job. What is the job? A lot of people don't know it at all. It's usually seen as a canvas. So part of my purpose is to provide an understanding of what the skin organ is actually for, so that we're able to take better care of it. We're actually able to understand what the skin is communicating with us. It could really help us from developing other problems along the lifespan, along our lifespan. And so that is my purpose, to help train skin professionals in understanding this, and also the everyday consumer, how to take care of their skin, why they shouldn't be buying certain things, why they should buy certain things, what techniques should they be looking for, what should they not be looking for. Lots more information on our blog. Go to ayannadenise.com. There's lots in my blog there. There's lots of YouTube videos. You can also go to our YouTube channel, which is Ayanna Denise Skin Guide. We also have books available via our website, so check it out. Before I even go too spastic on hyperpigmentation, let me tell you what it is. A lot of people don't understand what hyperpigmentation really is. Sometimes when people have a dark spot on their face, oh, I have hyperpigmentation. It could be sun damage, though, to be honest with you. It's not necessarily hyperpigmentation. Usually hyperpigmentation starts long before you see any dark marks. But it is a skin condition in which patches of skin become darker in color than the normal textured level surrounding skin. There is a bit of a difference in the texture, a little different in the level. There's something under there that wants to come out and it cannot. Hyperpigmentation. So a lot of us have these dark spots that may have not been there a long time ago, but they started a very long time ago. So what could I be doing to cause this? That is the biggest question that every single person should ask themselves if they're seeing hyperpigmentation on their skin, as opposed to doing the first thing that people do, which is, how do I cover it up? Stop right there. Do not do that. Okay? That is a skin sin to keep encouraging this. So This is what I call a skin sin because it is completely avoidable. No one is just born with hyperpigmentation. This is something that forms over time, and it is a sin because people don't understand why it is caused. So let's go through it. Okay, do you touch your skin? Are you a toucher? Yeah, answering the phone, putting the phone up there at work, and then let's say you get stressed out and you start touching the bottom of your face, your chin, your cheeks. We rest our hands there. If we get tired or we're thinking about something. Well, dirty hands on the pores lead to clogging. All right. So unless you're washing your hands constantly, more than likely when you touch your skin, you're actually clogging the pores. And so this adds up. Okay. If you're picking at your skin, you see a bump come up and you start picking at it. Well, you're doing it with dirty hands more than likely. So you're clogging your pores. Alcohol. Alcohol is prominent in body sprays, shower gels, body wash. It's in there. And alcohol burns the already agitated pores. So if you have some pores that you've been picking at, or you've been rubbing the surface, or some agitation from a brush that you're using on your skin, or some other type of exfoliation. Okay, now add alcohol to it. Well, you feel what happens when alcohol touches your skin. There's a burning sensation. And the reason for that is it wants to, it works as an antiseptic, right? So it's going to burn. Well, that could harm your pores. If you're using heavy sunscreens, if you're using tinted moisturizers, if you're using full coverage liquid foundation, guess what? Ooh, I hate to tell you, but these usually include petroleum, petroleum, or plastic derivatives. Well, if you think about what plastic does to any surface, or if you put it on something to cover it, you're stopping something from coming out or from leaking when you're putting plastic on it or around it. Okay, so hyperpigmentation is a huge issue. 95% of my clients who come to me initially have hyperpigmentation. They're at the point where they're ready to reverse it, and they're tired of just throwing pasta on the wall and seeing what sticks. It ain't sticking anymore. They've tried everything. It keeps coming back. So then my job is to reverse it and keep it away. That comes with education as well as treatments. 100% of my clients who had hyperpigmentation used liquid foundation. Full coverage liquid foundation. I know nobody wants to hear that, right? We want that nice liquid foundation, and we want it to cover everything, but there's a downside to that. Okay. Sorry, it happens. It's just the fact of the matter. Okay. All right. So picking is never a conscious effort if you're picking at your skin. Hands are usually not clean when picking or touching, showing more dirt onto the skin surface. Body sprays or scented spray primers that we're using to, make sure our makeup stays on include alcohol. And it's always the strongest version. That's what alcohol does. It's supposed to dry things out and make sure your makeup stays on properly. Alcohol can be extremely harsh on already agitated skin. Bruising occurs, discoloration starts occurring. Fragrance-rich body washes and gels and even facial cleansers are heavy in alcohol, so you have to read the ingredients. Shampoos can be alcohol rich. So a lot of times if someone does come with hyperpigmentation, there's sometimes a trail if it is related to their hair products. I can look at their shoulders and their back, and the trail is there of bumps, and they're usually darker. Sometimes they're a little bit hard on the surface. Petroleum, mineral oil, and plastic derivatives hide in lotions, sunscreens, face creams, and tinted moisturizers. If you feel a bit sticky after applying anything, that's a clear sign that the ingredients are present that I just named in your lotion or tinted moisturizer, any sort of sun cream, face cream, it's in there. If you feel sticky, it's there. Feel tacky, it's there. What are these ingredients doing to my skin? Petroleum and petrolatum, which is the same thing, and mineral oil, which is also a derivative of petroleum. It clogs the pores of our skin, which especially is already mineral rich. So if you're from a descendant or directly from Africa, if you are Hispanic, if you are South American, if you are Native American, Indian, if you are Mexican, Puerto Rican, give me anything else that we're heavily melanated, and we have a melanin and mineral rich skin content, meaning that our skin produces minerals very easily. And unlike someone who is of Northeastern European descent, we actually do produce quite a bit of oil content on our own. So we are very easily clogged up. We can clog our skin up very easily by using these synthetic ingredients, or petroleum, which isn't necessarily synthetic, but it is a lubricant. The plastic derivatives, they're in a lot of medicated creams, actually, these plastic derivatives, and they clog our skin just the same. Even worse, things get trapped inside, causes long-term bulging surface and discoloration. Oh, it's just not very comfortable. And the alcohol, it agitates the skin and causes injury to pores, which leads to bruising. So we're seeing little spots but it's bruised. That's exactly what happened. It got bruised. So don't look at it, oh, something's wrong with my skin. No, nothing's wrong with your skin. Your skin's telling you what's going on. And it's saying, hey, you know what? There's something going on that's trying to get in, and we don't like it. And if it gets in, it's going to cause a lot more damage. So I think that hyperpigmentation has affected so many people that it's become a common thing to just ignore it. And I don't want you to ignore it. I want you to really deal with it. And I want you to be able to reverse it. So I want you to check out all of the resources on AyannaDenise.com. You can download our skin guides. Start with the Ultimate Skin Guide. Download all of them. They're extremely helpful. They're easy to read, and they'll actually help you understand your skin better and how it works. It will actually go through, when I talk about mineral-rich skin, that is a skin type. Don't go by the oily, dry, aging. Those are categories that were set up by someone who wanted to sell particular products, and it was treated as a catch-all. But how can we do that when we're all different genetics? How do we do that when we're all from different locations in the globe? How do we do that when someone is from a desert people and then someone else is from river folk? You can't possibly put us in the same category. So I created these skin types. I want you to understand them and get to know them very well. They'll be very helpful for you to understand where you fit as well. If you want to watch more videos, check out our YouTube channel, Ayanna Denise Skin Guide. And it is also accessible through AyannaDenise.com. So don't worry about that. You can always go to the website first and see what we have available. Thank you so much for trusting me to support you. My clients trust me with their skin. My online customers trust me with their skin. I do not take that lightly at all. Thank you so very much. And contact us if you need any further assistance. And we have virtual services available if you need them. Thank you.